we have a new collective. This collective feels like it could be meshed in with a couple of other collectives though. Follow me. See, this collective is more about friendship. So this is called the ethereal collective. And what I mean by friendship is, for some of you, this will be completely a platonic person in your life that basically you have decided you needed and will separate from. Continuing on, you don't really even know if it's indefinitely. For some of you, this was a romantic connection. Like you've always been friends and have gone back and forth from this unspoken, or maybe even for some of you, spoken attraction. And something solidified that this person let you know that they wanted you. They wanted to progress from a friendship to something more, and you actually decided that's not what you wanted. This was a person that, for a very prominent time of your friendship, you did see an attraction or a possibility of fruition together. And something was like, it was finally here. And you did not desire it anymore. There was somebody else. It just didn't click. There was somebody else you could not stop thinking about. So that's why this collective is merged in with many. It's about friendship, and it's definitely about a person that isn't your person. It's about somebody who is a friend, is a soulmate. But we have many types of soulmates. We have many types of connections like that. And some are wish fulfillment partners. Some are here to help you, guide you, and then separate ways. So this is all about a soulmate who was a friend that you had to separate from, and or also was a romantic interest in your life. Okay? So we used our Star and Moon Tarot. Now we use the Law of Intuition. And then we're going to use Chelsea Gomez Tarot as well. Let's see what's going on with this connection. By like separating yourself from it. What's being brought into your life now? And we got a Dragon Tarot in there as well. Let me do that. Okay. So let's start with the tarot. Let's see what we received. Okay. Yeah, so this is that friend's energy. This is your energy. So, Four of Swords, temporary retreat, recouping to restore one's force. Seven of Wands, the resilience to get through the loss. Five of Coins in reverse, making everything happen for a reason. And then the Emperor in reverse, so not honoring the strength of the divine masculine, the willpower, the go-getter attitude, the self-composure. Okay, so this connection, you would go in and out. This friendship, you would go in and out of seeing each other, talking to each other. You always seem to come around for each other when you were going through a lot of loss. So even though you didn't spend a lot of time together, it's like you knew if something was going on in your life, this was like one of the first people you could call to talk to. With the Five of Coins in reverse, you see both of you didn't really have your finances figured out. I mean, most of you were very young when you met each other, like early 20s, high school time. Like that's the vibe, okay? So both of you have gone through a lot of turmoil together, a lot of ups and downs. But currently both of you have your finances together and continue to upgrade. So it was like this was no longer... There was a lot of distraction. If this is where we're going into it being a romantic connection, okay? There was always this sense of like, oh, I can't bring this, we can't talk about this unspoken attraction because we have all this other stuff on our plate, and I don't want to lose a friend. I don't want to lose this person, this friendship, over telling them that I can see them as being like a partner. So with that Four of Swords, temporary retreat, regrouping to store one's force, that's also channeling into that. Like, oh, eventually we'll tell each other. And the resilience to get through the loss. Like, you figured that you both can go in and out of each other's life. There is a sense of you not having codependency to them. But this person, romantic connection wise, even if it wasn't romantic, it actually could have either way. This friend almost had a toxic connection they could see forming with you, of needing your attention, of being jealous of others having your attention. So no longer is money an issue. Money is no longer an issue that could keep you two apart. You can combine your forces. You do have that figured out. So like all of the excuses of the things you would not be together for in the past are out the door. But there's this sense of like this person cycle repeats, okay? They can't honor the willpower to stop cycle repeating. That means toxic tendencies, that means people. There's something they have to let go. But something about this person likes people needing them, this friend. And you used to be somebody who in a sense would feed into that, but not anymore. It's not that this person has ill will against you at all, but there's just some sense of stagnation. Okay, you and this person can both feel very fast. If it turned from being a friendship to a romantic dynamic, they would become very possessive of you, and you are not a person that can be possessed. That doesn't float. You're a very free and trusting individual. So having somebody that would make needing your attention all of the time, and you giving somebody else your attention, and them getting some form of upset about that can't vibe with your life. This person doesn't, and has continued to show you they don't really have the willpower to shed what no longer serves them, and you have decided that's not attractive to you anymore. You both were on the same level, and it's not that this person's on a low level at all. It's just like your vibration is raised. It is outgrown this. It is outdated. This person's part of your old timeline, not your newer timeline. You wanted to bring this person, but you see that word wanted. Somehow internally you knew that this connection couldn't go further. So, with this being that romantic connection, the person, the friend, you saw them in recent times, very, very recent, last couple of days even possibly, and they just made it so prominently known that there was this attraction and they would make forward movement with you, and so many in the times in the past you would have taken this, but you just internally knew it's like it's not worth it. There's somebody else, and I'm not settling. I'm not saying that this person is unattractive or unworthy, but it's not for me. It's crazy how tables turn, isn't it? Because you definitely used to chase this friend, even if it was just in the form of a friendship. Then this is like the resilience, like to not be stuck in a friendship that basically feels like a partnership without the romance. So this is your current energy. This is what the energy they see in you. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. That's completion. That's abundance. That's harmony. Four of Coins. That's having financial control and investing your money for the correct reasons. The Hermit. Somebody that goes inwards, trusts their own intuition. And the Star. Inspiration, hope. Bearer of good news. The Light. This person sees you in such a high light. You have risen from the shadows. You dug yourself into a grave and pulled yourself out of it. They've seen you overcome so much. They see you as this more than beautiful. This person actually realized that they're in love with you, this friend. If this is on the romantic level, if it's not romantic, then it means that they were so dependent on you for validation, for care, nurture. This person also got the vibes that you were like, I feel almost like you learned from this last outing that maybe our spiritual lesson together has concluded. You have financial control of yourself, and that's also extremely attractive to them, and the fact that you can go inwards and you just know you're just somebody that has this inner knowance, and a lot of people come to you for advice. They would always come to you for advice. They felt and feel special. They realized that you didn't let a lot of people see that side of you that you let them see. You've inspired a lot of growth out of them, and I'm not saying this person hasn't done any work. They have. And I'm not even saying that this is a friend that like can never be in your life again. But this is definitely based off freedom of will. If this person going further will do the work, because I can sense that you've decided for a while. You always take it day by day. You don't set expectations. You do set intentions. You do set energy that will and will not be allowed into your life. But when it comes to the cause and effect of others, you know you can't set intentions for that. You just know that there hasn't been a line crossed with this connection of not being able to one day be friends again. But you know that there's not this level of attraction. There's not this that you would want to ever be a romantic partner to them. And for the current time being, you're going to go inwards and separate your energy from them. So, let's get the Oracle Tarot for this connection. Yeah. You freed yourself from the self-illusion of this connection. Yeah, the moon in reverse. So you used to give this connection much more benefit of the doubt. Not saying it wasn't a strong connection, not saying it wasn't important, but it was almost like this person would only come around when they needed emotional support from you. So we have the ones in reverse. The ones in reverse are what you're sending them, in a sense, and you go with me here, and then the ones inwards are the energy that they're sending you. But it also feels almost like the reversals with these ones is what's not happening anymore, this connection. Okay, so the reversals, we have non-action, commitment, and returning. So this is like verification of like, you have decided to not go forward with a romantic connection, you've decided to not go forward with continuing to have this person in your life. You saw an offer of commitment with them, and it completely switched. You see, it went from you always seeing an offer of commitment and them not, to vice versa. They would be willing to bring you an offer of commitment, but not you. The returning. So you return into each other's life. You had this meeting, this hangout. You recalled on a lot of past nostalgia, and you realized that maybe the only thing that's keeping you two connected is the past. It's not the future. This person is currently extremely in a mental prison, but you are 1000% part of their spiritual awakening. This person, when you met each other, when you were younger, never thought they would be in love with you. This person's in love with you. And you have continued to inspire the awakening inspire further movement, further growth from this person. So you're, by separating yourself, you're doing exactly what you should be for this person, not enabling. So, law of intuition for further movement. Okay. Yeah, so energy they're sending you, energy you're sending them. So 40, supernova, an aspect of your personality, ego self must die in order to make way for a new shining star to be born. And then 14, heavy heart. Take time to nurture your emotional wounds. So they're sending you the energy of they kind of received, the unspoken, there's an airplane going over me. I think you can hear it. Yeah, it's coming even closer. The energy they're sending you as we speak, and from this is they received either the spoken or the unspoken message of we need time apart from each other. Yeah, this airplane's like going right over me. You've made this person have to really challenge their own ego, really see their manipulative and toxic tendencies and the trap and the whirlpool they keep themselves in. You've inspired another step of this person's spiritual journey from this conversation as they have yours. You've realized you really have been shedding so much, and now you're realizing it, like it's shedding even people that you still really care about, not just people who have wronged you. There are a lot of friends and people that you see love in a high light, but aren't serving your higher purpose. And is not a real balance give and take as much as you've always made yourself think it was. Okay? The energy you're sending them. 65, visualization. By practicing visualization daily, you are calling forward your desire. It will soon be a tangible experience in your current reality. And number 8, follow the signs. Look around for your clues. The answers to your question is right in front of you. You're setting the signs of continue your spiritual journey. They've asked you for so much advice on how to connect with their guides, on the spiritual practices, manifestation, visualization work, angel numbers, synchronicities. You're still setting them the signs of forward movement. You're still supporting them from afar, sending them positive inspiration and light. You're being the support that they need. Might not be what they want, but it is what they need from you. So based off their cause and effect and the time that you need to be separated will dictate if your friendship returns. But needless to say, no matter what, your spiritual awakening, you were very much catalyst and an important part of it. And that is what I have for you, the Thuriel Collective. All right. Let's get it. What further movement is coming? If you're still here, there is a connection. You remember how we kept talking about that person? You couldn't get off your mind when you're with this person. That person, that connection is bringing forward movement. So we have needing more outwards. Archangel Raphael outwards. and forbidden love. So there's a person inward. So there's a person at the current moment that you don't have that forward movement with. That it's this unspoken attraction between you two. You've realized that no matter what you do, you're always going to love this person, but you've become extremely at peace with loving them from afar. Archangel Raphael has been connecting and guiding this connection in the 3D side by side. This person also sees you as Archangel Raphael energy. They watch you from afar, and you've helped them navigate and guide certain aspects of their life. Are they bringing you forward movement? Gossip. So, I take this two ways. One, they're going to come to you and tell you about all the gossip that's been happening, because this energy is very different. In the past, they cared about what other people thought extremely. Not so much anymore. Especially since times have changed about what people are saying about you. So this person is about to gossip to you about what has been going on. This person's about to spill the beans to you. This person is bringing you forward movement. Yep, they're about to confess, and they've been watching you online, for sure. All right. Hell yeah. Let's get it.